Hello, fellow champions of assessment. My name is Prudhomme-Genereux. I'm the Director of Continuing Studies at Capilano University. In my former work at Quest University, I taught non-major science students in freshman classes. And one of the things that I decided to do with them is to make them develop case studies. That is, stories that can be used for pedagogical purposes to teach topic and skills to other students. And I'll take you through what I did, why I did it, and how it turned out. What are some of the outcomes? So how do you get students who have no experience in writing a case study to write one? The answer is simple. You break it down and create a scaffolded assignment. So what I've shown here on this image are the steps that students had to go through, they were guided through in order to produce their case. And they obtained feedback at every step along the way, including feedback from their peers, for example, when they taught their case to their peers and then got some feedback about how that went. And that allowed them to confidently submit their final case at the end. I learned a ton about how to do this, and just so that you can learn from my mistakes, I wrote it up into an article for the Journal of College Science Teaching, which you can look up if you're interested in conducting that activity. And 2 years later, I had learned some more, and so I wrote up more so that you can learn from my mistakes. The carrot that I was holding to my students is this opportunity to be published in the National Center for Case Study Teaching in Science, which is the largest case collection of science cases in the world. It's peer-reviewed by faculty who, in this case, would have no idea that the cases they're reviewing were published by undergraduate freshman non-major students. And spoiler alert, many of them actually did pass through the peer review process and got published. In fact, you may recognize some of these cases from cases you've used in your own class. I thought that the carrot I was holding for my students was this opportunity to be peer reviewed and published as a freshman students. But when I surveyed them, it turns out I was incorrect. What motivated them wasn't the prospect of getting peer reviewed. It was the prospect of the fact that this assignment actually was authentic, that it was going to get some legwork. This wasn't a once and done assignment. It would get used either in my future classes or potentially get published. And let me tell you, those that did get published got a lot of legwork out of it. One particular case study, which was published in 2011, has since been downloaded 30,000 times by educators and students around the world. Now that's an assessment that is worth doing.